Hi, good day. I am Joy Alcantara, your presenter for today. We begin discussing about infrastructure assets with a lean organizational structure, which is considered an infrastructure asset when a flat framework is able to beneficially bend bureaucracy, streamline job tasks, and simplify mode of administration. In other words, this organizational structure is a structure that is designed to create more customer value using fewer or lesser resources than a traditional organizational structure. Additionally, members of an organization that utilizes a lean structure focus on the value stream the organization uses to deliver goods or even services to their customers. Next, we have the organizational cultures, which vary in every organization. So, by definition, organizational culture refers to a unique way of thinking. It is a way of life. It is the result of a smooth blending of your essentials, namely organizational beliefs, attitudes, and values, and even the interests and expectations of its member, the intra and interrelationships existing, and also the philosophies, managerial styles, and ethical practices adapted by organization. So in here, this culture is the collection of, say, for instance, values, expectations, also practices, which guide and inform the actions of all team members. So you have to think of it as the collection of traits that make your company, which is making a something that is not confusing, a culture that is not confusing, and it has an organizational goals or a mission statement or vision, although both can be helpful in defining it. Next, we have managerial and functional work practices, which is typified by high involvement, reinforced competitiveness, and are further enhanced when the organization faithfully adopts quality standards and they are likewise regarded as infrastructure assets. So in here, there's actually an identified five elements by Fayol, if I'm not mistaken. So now there are only four commonly accepted functions of management, and that encompass the necessary skills such as planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Next, we have technology being the application and perspective. Its applications are in the fields of agriculture, business, science, and education, among others. So it is an infrastructure asset when its impact produces phenomenal outcomes. So with advancement of technology, we are able to make our life easier, especially it contributes to the machines, to the equipments, and etc. that we use every day. Next slide is the comparative advantage. So in here, this is a streamlined organizational structure that makes communication between management and employees easier because it eliminates bureaucracy. So as a result, job tasks and projects are completed faster. In addition with this one, it's an economist's ability to produce a particular good or let's say service at a lower opportunity cost than its trading partners. So this comparative advantage gives a company or a specific company the ability to sell goods and services at a lower price than its competitors or predecessors and realize stronger sales margins. And lastly, for asset management strategies, okay, so managing the strategic of an organization, its valued resources. These assets are intellectual property assets, human resource assets, assets, and infrastructure assets. So considered as pillars of effective competitive asset management, three distinct but interrelated approaches are presented. They are competency learning, strategic enhancement, and competitive innovation. So in this strategy, as we call it, it's for the implementation and documentation of asset management practices, plans, processes, and even procedures within an organization. So it is a high level but very important document that guides the overall asset management and activity within an organization. So that's all.